Good morning, y'all. So it is the next day. B-roll Pablo did not come out much last night, so the images that I'm actually going to show you, I don't really have a lot of B-roll to them, so you can kind of get an idea of what the area was like. But nonetheless, let's just get right into it. My idea was that over the next 3 days, I'm going to be in 3 different states at 3 different campgrounds. Today we are in Tennessee, and we're going to be heading out to Oklahoma City today. But I want to try to get to each campsite and get a few clicks off. So last night I was able to get 4 shots. Let's get right into the first shot. So the first shot was actually over here, this area here. There you see a washroom here. This little light was on here on number 409. And the idea was that I really liked that you could see through the window in the washroom towards the right. And it was just the first shot of the night, and I was also shooting on flexible priority. Now, I don't think flexible priority did me justice every time, but I think it got some things right and some things not so right. But nonetheless, it was good to experiment with flexible priority in this case, and I might try to do different things at different campsites. I'm not sure yet, but I'm glad you're along for the ride. This first shot, we'll call it the washroom, was shot at ISO 1200 at 24 millimeters f10 at 1/320th. Now, I think at 1/320th, I probably could have bumped the shutter speed down to about 1/25th. That would have probably been a better shutter speed for that, maybe even a little bit lower. And that way, that would have given me some more light, and I wouldn't have such a high ISO because there's a lot of grain in the image. Now, it was blue hour. I was just moving out of sunset time and moving into blue hour. So the skies were really beautiful, and they got better and better as we moved along. So do kind of waffle back and forth whether this is my favorite shot of the night, but I think I got a better one that I think you might like too. So the only thing that I would probably do on this one different than what was shot was maybe crop out that light, maybe something like this, and that way you're just focusing on that bench and the washroom itself. Outside of that, I think the tree being mostly in shadows is fine. Yeah, I could have brought back a lot of the detail in those, but what's the use? I mean, that's not what the scene looked like. I'm not saying every time you have to edit to exactly what the scene looks like. I think it's to your taste, but in this case, I just left that alone. I didn't try to bump up or bump up the shadows and make some of those dark spots more visible. I just wanted to leave them as they were. So I mostly didn't touch any of the shadows. I don't think I did on this shot. So that's the washroom. So let's move on to shot 2, which was actually a lovely gradient shot. We're just moving out of sunset into blue hour, and you can see from bottom to top or top to bottom, depending on how you want to look at it. I saw this plane moving overhead, and I was tracking it, and I finally got my shot off as it was going over the overhead and into the west. And I love the gradient on this one. I love that it is nice and golden on the bottom, and then moving into the purples and the magentas through the frame up to the top. Yeah, this is probably my favorite shot. It's pretty minimalist in terms of the subject. Obviously, you have a tiny little plane at the top of the frame, but I really like this one. This one was shot at, let's see, again, flexible priority chose 12/50th of a second. Or sorry, ISO 1250. It's early this morning, that's why I have my coffee. ISO 1250, 105 millimeters. I was all the way stretched out on the 24 to 105 RF lens. I was at f6.3, and again at 1/320th of a second. I was okay with 1/320th. I was okay with 1/320th of a second, only because it was a pretty fast moving plane that was going over the top, and I was kind of tracking it. So might have even been best to try to shoot it a little bit faster, but you know what? I think the camera did pretty good in the selections there. All right, the next one I shot was really moving into blue hour, and that one I'm just calling flag 1. I really liked it. I wish the flag would, there was no wind, so I didn't need it the flag fully extended, but I did want a little bit of flow in the flag. But nonetheless, I love the clouds at the bottom or mid to bottom half of the image, which are basically in the background, and the flag had a nice light already on it, so I was glad for that. And this one came in at ISO 800, did a pretty good job there of lowering the ISO. I was at 58 millimeters. I was at f4, which I'm not so sure I was happy with f4, but it did okay. And then at 1/60th of a second. So I don't like to be any lower than 1/60th of a second. Sometimes 1/30th is okay, but I really need to be completely still to get a sharp image. Now, probably none of these images are super sharp. Again, all handheld, a lot of movement, a lot of things going on. But again, we're at a campground and just trying to get my shots off with the Canon EOS R on the 24 to 105 RF lens. So again, flag shot number 1. I liked it. So I waited about 15-20 minutes, and the sky really started to light up, and I thought, I am just gonna get a cracker of a shot. And here's the next one, and I don't know, it didn't do what I thought it would do. I don't know. What do you think of this shot? I like the other one better, but I do love the cloud formation on this. I love the colors of this, but there's something that's, I don't know. Let me go back to the other one. I think I'm just waffling back and forth. I don't know. I think they're both lovely shots, but I tend to like the first one better. This one was shot at ISO 3200. Maybe that's why. There's a couple things that I'm not liking here. One, I'm at ISO 3200 under flexible priority, and I'm at 42 millimeters, perfectly fine. I'm at f4, okay, I'll take that. But I'm at 1/13th of a second. Maybe that's what's bugging me. 1/13th of a second combined with ISO 3200. I'm not sure if that combination I'm really happy with. I definitely think I could have done better there. But you know what? Hey, we're at an RV park. I'm just trying to find some shots out here, and I think I did okay. Yeah, that was fun. But both of the flag shots I'm okay with. But I really do like the gradient plane shot. That one's my favorite. Let me know down below what is your favorite. We're gonna move on to day 2. We're gonna be leaving the RV park here in about another 15, well, I should probably say another half hour, another 45 minutes, and then we're gonna head off to Oklahoma City. So the next time you see me, we're gonna keep this thing going. We're gonna go to Oklahoma City. All right, let's go. Hey gang, well, I'm at the RV park right across the street, and yes, we're in Oklahoma now. We went through Arkansas into Oklahoma, and about 10-11 hours later, since you saw me this morning, and there's nothing really at the RV park worth, I mean, it's just wall-to-wall RVs. So I came across over here to this, I'm not even sure what it is. There are some nature walking trails. Let me turn this around. As you can see, there's some trails here. They're even color-coded, blue and green, but they don't seem to extend any further than just the kind of tree line area from what I know. So anyways, wanted to explore. I'm losing light. It's just actually not as good as yesterday, where I had some opportunities to do a little bit of something. So I'm gonna try to grab one photo here. I didn't even have a chance to change my lens. Lens is dirty right here, my goodness. But I wanted to shoot on the 15 to 35, but anyways, I'm gonna shoot on the 24 to 105. I'm gonna line up a shot. I think we're into blue hour now. Sun has set, and thanks for joining me, guys. It's gonna be one click. Let's find it.
Okay. Whew. I think I found what I want. Just going to shoot this tree right here. I'm going to shoot it from the perspective down from the ground up. Get some of that blue hour sky in the background. That's just been my thing. I've been arriving to these RV sites a little bit late, so I'm glad it's not nighttime. I love the night, and I might be able to shoot some stars tonight. I'm not sure. It's pretty clear up here, but I'm gonna try to isolate this tree, get some of the clouds looking up kind of this way. I think it should be a decent shot. I'll probably sit here a while and see what happens to the sky a little bit. I think it's going to I'm losing my mojo here. Let me get that kickstand going. Do you remember when bikes had kickstands? I feel like they don't sell them with these guys anymore. It's a cruiser that I've had for 15 years. Still going strong. The wheel at the front just wobbles like this. It doesn't bother me. Let's go get this click. Okay, I got a few shots in. I think I'm gonna wait about 10, 15, maybe 20 more minutes. I'm gonna see what happens to the sky back here. I think it might light up a little bit more. So yeah, let's just wait and let's cut to that. I'm just struggling on this bike. Okay, I've waited a bit and nothing's really happening to my taste. Clouds are kind of dipping below the horizon, so my horizon, what I can see as a horizon over here, it's not bad, but it's not really what I'm seeking. So I'm gonna stick with that one shot from, where am I? I'm in Oklahoma. Anyways, you guys, I'm using the lights in the parking lot here of this nice little walking park to light me up a little bit, and I think that's gonna do it for today. I'm gonna close out here. Not much happened today, and I hit the road tomorrow morning to New Mexico. So again, I don't know why I don't know where I'm at. I am in Oklahoma, and we're headed to New Mexico tomorrow. So you guys, we will see you on the next frame. Peace. Okay, just a gorgeous Albuquerque sunset. It's just beautiful to watch. I think the image, just real simple. It's just a real simple shot, and I like it. It looks beautiful on camera. It's a lot more beautiful here in person. Wow. I see one more over here off to the side that I think I can shoot from across the highway here. Let's see what happens. All right, basically I'm gonna try this shot. I'm not sure if it's gonna work out. I've got the shot set up at 1/30th of a second at f/16, ISO 1250. I'm gonna try to capture a car in the frame. So the car is definitely gonna have some motion blur, whatever I capture in the frame there, and then hopefully the rest of it just looks kind of cool based on the beautiful clouds back behind me and the nice blue haze that's over those mountains. So let's just give it a shot. All right, y'all, I gave it a shot. I gave it a go. I arrived here in New Mexico, tried to take a couple sunset and blue hour shots. I think they came out okay, but nonetheless, I just had fun doing it, traveling all day. It was nice to get out because I've been sitting in that driver's seat a long time, and it's just good to get out here and take in a little bit of the beautifulness of New Mexico. All right, that's gonna do it. 3 days cross country from South Carolina to Albuquerque, New Mexico. I'm here, that's gonna do it. Until the next one, I hope that you're subscribed. If you're not subscribed, I'd appreciate your subscription. Please like this video. If you liked any part of it, comment down below and tell me what you thought. Did you have any fun on this one? And ring that bell to notify you of new videos when they are released. All right, y'all, until the next one, I love you guys. Peace.